If you're struggling to stay on top of your content schedule, I hate to break it to you, but Google Calendar alone isn't enough. And if your calendar is a mess, your content is probably all over the place too. But don't worry, I'm about to show you the 3 hidden Google Calendar productivity hacks that will completely change how you plan and create your content. Stick around because hack number 3, it's an absolute game changer. Hack number 1, time blocking your content creation for maximum focus. Most creators fail because they don't plan their content like real work. You can use time blocking inside of Google Calendar where you can assign specific content batching days, filming days, and even engagement times on your calendar. Okay, so let me show you how you can actually create a calendar inside of Google Calendar. Now, the calendar is a great way for you to visually identify key appointments and tasks on your calendar. So to the left, I'm going to click on the plus sign. I'm going to click on create a new calendar. I'm going to call this editing and review, and I'm going to click on create. When you click on create, that calendar is going to appear to the left. And the good thing about the Google calendars that you're going to create, and you can go in and adjust those settings. You can also have a shareable link if you want that calendar to actually be made public. Let's say, for example, you can create a calendar for your discovery calls. By the way, if you want to stop feeling overwhelmed and take control of your content workflow, I have a complete system that walks you through this step by step. Check the link below, all right? And it's the same thing. You can adjust those as well, all right? You can make it public, okay, get a shareable link, and so people can get on your calendar for discovery calls. And just to note, Google Workspace does give you the option to set up appointments that is paid as well as free inside of their workspace. So I have this new calendar called editing and review. So if I want to schedule something, I have recorded all my pieces of content and I want to spend this amount of time editing my videos. All right, I can simply click here and then change the calendar from my personal calendar to editing and review, and then I tap on save, and this is how I'm able to block off my content workflow on my calendar. Hack 2, auto scheduling your content workflow with task integrations is a sweet spot. If you're still manually scheduling every task, you're wasting time. To fix this, Google Calendar automatically integrates with Google Tasks so you can set up a content workflow that runs on autopilot. Here is a bonus tip. You can use Motion or Reclaim that uses AI to manage your calendar. When it comes to tasks now, we can simply click on the Switch to Task button to the top right here. And here I have organize my tasks into 3 categories: my everyday to-do list, my top priorities, as well as future tasks or projects that I may have to do at a later time, maybe not for that specific week or at a later time. So to add a task, you can simply click on add task. So I can have like follow up on collabs, right? And here is where I can add details, right? And I can also add it to my calendar. So I can say, well, okay, on Tuesday the 6th or Monday the 3rd at 9 a.m. I want this to happen. I can also hit repeat. And then if I switch back to my calendar, notice that is added. Now, if I have a conflict in my schedule, I can simply click on this and I can edit the time in. So instead of 9 o'clock, I may want to spend more time. So I can always move my calendar around. So to facilitate that, or you can simply adjust by clicking and dragging and moving it. Maybe you may want it to start it at 9:30 or 9:45. That is okay. And that's a way in which you can have more structure to your calendar, all right? Through the calendar as well as tasks. Hack number 3, The Google Calendar and Notion is your hybrid system, and it's a total game changer. Using Notion and Google Calendar together is the ultimate way to stay ahead with content planning. My content flow planner that I have created is my way of actually planning out my content on a daily or a weekly basis inside of my business. This is a spread of what my calendar looked like for February and how I was able to one, stay consistent with content, as well as planning out each week's or each day's content. Now, the good thing about your my content flow planner is that I'm able to connect it inside of Notion calendar as well as the Google Calendar. Now, how this is done, I'm going to switch over to March. So you see in my actual content calendar, this is what I am seeing with regards to content. But I also have other things that I have going on. I may need to state, well, okay, I have client projects in here, so I may need to put that in. And so I don't want any conflict with any of my appointments. So Notion does give you a calendar that you can use, and you can simply add your calendar into Notion. Notice those calendars that you have initially set up, they're already in there. So if I come into March here, notice I have, like, on a Wednesday, I have all of this going on a Wednesday. So I can switch out to week and I see all of them is going on, and seeing if there is any conflict with my schedule. If I have to move around stuff, I should be able to do so. This is the hybrid system of connecting your Google Calendar with Notion so that you're staying on top of not only your content planner, but also the everyday appointments and schedules that you have inside of your business. Google Workspace gives you a ton of different apps that you can use to manage and also plan your content effectively. The good thing about it as well is that it's compatible with Android devices as well as your iPhone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know if you've been using the Google Calendar correctly.